get the show started!
In today's video, Francis Ngannou reveals that Kamaru Usman couldn't train properly for the Leon Edwards trilogy fight, Paulo Costa finally reaches an agreement with the UFC, Belal Muhammad shuts down potential fight with Shavkat Rakhmonov, Colby Covington believes Jon Jones vs Ciryl Gane was fixed, and Khamzat says Colby is an easy fight. Francis Ngannou has revealed that Kamaru Usman wasn't properly prepared for the trilogy bout with Leon Edwards. Speaking in a recent YouTube video, Ngannou said that Usman was not fully healthy while preparing for the trilogy, claiming injuries kept Kamaru from his full potential. He said, "One thing I'm happy about is usually when people get knocked out, they don't come back in the next fight. He was there, he fought tonight. I know that he didn't train, he didn't have time to properly train because of a lot of injuries, but he was there, he was there. It's a victory, an unfortunate victory, but I think now he's mentally healthier than he was before." Francis also said he expects Usman to capture UFC gold again in the future. He said, "Yeah, let's see what's next. I believe he's going to get it back. I believe it." Paulo Costa has finally reached an agreement with the UFC on a new 4-fight deal. Costa has been vocal about his displeasure with his current contract, and when the promotion announced that he was booked to face Robert Whittaker at UFC 284, he made it very clear he would not fight without a new deal. Shortly after that, Costa said he would be testing free agency, but now the Brazilian revealed he has agreed to a new 4-fight deal with the UFC.
Eu não assinei ainda contrato, mas a gente chegou num acordo de valor, entendeu? Com a UFC. Não foi fácil, teve muito trabalho, muito empenho, e eu tenho que ressaltar o trabalho da Tamara. A Tamara foi brilhante, fez um trabalho.
Costa also said that the UFC has asked him to fight Sean Strickland in May or Khamzat Chimaev in Abu Dhabi in October, and he says he wants both of them.
Existe uma grande possibilidade de lutar com o Strickland na próxima luta, mas também existe uma outra muito grande, inclusive é a luta que o UFC prefere que eu faça, que é com eu vou falar, o Chimaev. Porém, essa luta com o Chimaev teria que ocorrer apenas em outubro, lá em Abu Dhabi ou Dubai. Eu quero lutar antes disso, porque até outubro são 6 meses. Então, para fazer uma luta antes, quem está bem disponível aí é o Strickland.
Belal Muhammad is not interested in fighting Shavkat Rakhmonov. During UFC 286's post-fight press conference, Dana White said that they are working on Belal Muhammad vs Shavkat Rakhmonov. Now, in an interview on Unlocking the Cage, Belal discussed who he'd like to fight if the UFC moves ahead with Edwards vs Covington for the title, and said that fighting Shavkat doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, if I'm looking at it, it's like the only person that would be above me would be Usman, and then I think if I'm looking at it, Dana said Shavkat, that's still me fighting backwards, and it's like I just fought an undefeated prospect. He doesn't have a huge name yet, so it would either be Usman, maybe Gilbert if Gilbert gets a big win. Gilbert was talking a lot of trash before this fight, saying that why am I ranked ahead of him? So that'll give me something that, all right, this guy's talking a little bit. This guy thinks that he's better than me. I'll do it that way. But honestly, none of them really make sense except the title shot. But if I have to, it'll be like somebody that's a huge name.
Belal also responded to Colby Covington, sending a threatening message to UFC commentator Jon Anik. In an interview with ESPN MMA, Belal said that he'll slap Colby next time he sees him.
I mean, for me, it's like, I have 3 brothers, and I when you have a brother, you want to protect them at all costs. And if somebody picks on your brother, you're going to step in. You're going to be like, wait, what? And I was always that kid. Now, John, I consider him a close brother. And it's like, now I want to go to Miami. I want to be like, I want to make Colby apologize to him. Like the same way that Khabib walked up to Artem and slapped him. That's what I'm going to do to Colby Covington if I see him. I'm going to make him apologize to Jon Anik. And he will do that because that's what he is. He's a coward. And if you're in his face, he's not going to talk this tough talk. He's not going to have this act because it's going to be real now. It's not going to be social media. It's not going to be
behind the camera where nobody's near me and it's only me in my freaking mom's basement where nobody will see me or touch me and I can say whatever I want. No, if I'm in front of you, we'll see if you had that same type of energy.
Colby Covington says Jon Jones vs. Ciryl Gane looked like it was fixed. Speaking in an interview with James Lynch for My MMA News, Covington shared his thoughts on the Jones vs. Gane main event at UFC 285, saying, "You know, it just looked like Ciryl was scared of the moment, too much pressure, too big, he was afraid. Shouldn't have even been in there that night. Honestly, James, it looked like it was a work. It looks like it was a fix. Maybe Jon Jones' brothers went over to France and told Ciryl they're gonna pay him under the table to take a dive because that's honestly what it looked like." Khamzat Chimaev believes Colby Covington is an easy fight for him. In a recent interview with Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour, Chimaev shared his thoughts on a potential fight with Covington. Boers believes that Colby is too small for him and is not concerned about his insane cardio.
A lot of people are gonna watch that fight because the guy, he makes show. And yeah, but people don't like him because he lied too much. But still, he's the fighter. For me, the easy fight is, at least for me, is like much easier. I'm much better in grappler and I'm much better in wrestler and striking as well. I'm a hard punch. He spoke about his cardio. How we gonna use his cardio and how are gonna take me down? I don't know. How gonna hurt me? He's too little boy, scary boy. He's scared. That's why just now when Dana White said, then they start. Guys move up, and he said, I never was offered. Why didn't I talk about that before? One day before Dana White said that, Muhammad moving up, and the day after he started speaking about me. Why didn't speak about like 1 week before that? So, yeah, you see that now.
And here are the top 3 funniest memes we found on the internet today. Third place was found over Facebook and was posted by a user named UFC and MMA Memes. Our second place meme was found over Twitter and was posted by a user named Ben Davis. And our top pick was found over Instagram and was posted by a user named Daily Dose MMA. We appreciate you watching. If you feel today's news was pretty cool, consider smashing that like button. Cheers.